let's talk about this place. So you originally turned it down. What made you change your mind and actually think, right, I'm going to take this place on and completely renovate it, really, to be fair?
We've gone a little bit. We went a little bit. It's very easy to do. I mean, we've gone a bit deeper than we've gone far deeper than we initially anticipated.
Yeah, we did. We wanted to come in. We had a word with the owners, didn't we? And we said, look, we'd like to come in, but we want to completely turn it all around and give it a rebrand, an update, bring our network and connection in here, and basically, I don't want to say turn it around because it was a working venue previously.
Yeah.
But being able to put our kind of stamp, Casa's stamp on it. Yeah. It's not Casa's club, but
or
it's
be able
definitely
to bring Casa here and be proud to bring Casa here.
Yeah, and then for the people to come here and go, holy fuck, it's mega. That's basically what we want to happen.
Yeah.
But in every genre now, like not just house and techno. We want live music. We want comedians. We want singers, songwriters, live acts, drum and bass line. It's all going to be part and parcel of coming here.
Yeah.
That's basically. So yeah, when we decided it, you know, we signed the lease actually on the 4th of November last year, and we've been working every single day since then.
We go back to what you were saying about originally we turned it down because, like you say, it had that little bit of a stigma about it, but actually we were looking at sort of warehouse spaces and completely empty shelves elsewhere that, you know, we'd have to build from the ground up absolutely everything to turn it into a club. But actually we looked at it and we thought, here, the bones of a nightclub are here, like, and it is actually take away all of the aesthetics, which are really completely sort of
just face value.
Yeah.
There's nothing that you can just take it away.
Take all of them out. The space is a really nice space. It's perfect capacity. The license was there. The location is actually ideal. It's a great city centre. We've got the regeneration of the Mill Bay Boulevard outside. So there's a real uplift of the whole area happening. We've got Nudge community have gone into the old Millennium building across the road. So I think the whole area just seems to have a little bit more of a buzz about it.
It does, yeah, definitely. And to be kind of part and parcel of the regeneration of the top end of Union Street.
I'm proud to be part of it.
Mate, same. Like, and I think once people get in here and they see the vision of what we've had, you know, like I say, we've got so much support, and it's we just want to make everybody kind of.
And I think everybody trusts, which is really lovely, what me and Ryan do, knowing that me and Ryan have gone into this venue and that we're doing what we do at Casa. Everything history's forgotten.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
It's got your stamp on it.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah.
So even though you've had a lot of experience with Casa building up and you've had experience going into venues and putting on parties, how does it feel going into taking on your first venue and completely like gutting it, renovating it? It's quite a big project you've taken on.
Yeah.
Like, tell us about like how does that feel and what it's been like?
It wasn't very daunting to begin with. We came in here and we said, we need to move this, we need to do this. We had a list, that's what we need to do. And we just put it into action, Mike, and we did it. And you know, it took 3 months to clear out all of the old stuff which we didn't really want.
Just so much clutter and so much cladding
lots of stuff,
and so
wasn't
much it just accumulated over the years.
Yeah.
And it just needed a complete sort of overhaul and
It needed the slate wiping clean to begin the build up again, and you know, luck has it that we like warehouse industrial vibe, and it's you just need to strip stuff back. You don't really need to add more in.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we thought let's just.
And we used our knowledge. I'd say we used our knowledge from being in previous venues of how venue and the venue dynamics works. Yeah. For example, I mean, in here there was the bar was on the main dance floor, and then there was a whole sort of area that was completely unusable. So we just we reconfigured the whole building really. In doing so, we've upped the capacity from 500 to 750, which again makes it far more usable, far more attractive to big artists, to being able to attract big artists and touring bands from other cities to come down. And also for the slightly larger promoters as well. Yeah. And it gives that gives that bit more of an excitement to the city as well.
Absolutely. Now, like a promoter can come to us and go, look, I'd like to book an artist, say that would be 10K, whereas it's possible to do that here because you can still sell the ticket at a decent price. The promoter can make their money, we can make our money on the bar, and everybody's happy. But with a place of between 300 and 400 capacity, you can't book any higher.
Just doesn't feasibly
spec artists
make possible with numbers and money.
Finances don't work.
No.
So
do you feel like there's going to be a bit of a resurgence in live music in the city?
without a doubt, absolutely, yeah. I think we are at the lower end of the scale of a huge rise in what's about to happen musically in the city. You know, there's a lot of people, a lot of conversations we're having, a lot of people can feel it and can see that there is definitely something over the next 5 years that's quite special that's going to happen, I think.
Something seems to be bubbling in the city, and like I said previously, everybody's really supportive of nurturing this bud of
community. So what would you say to it, like, if somebody was just starting out in electronic music, wanting to, I don't know, maybe put on events or do a similar thing like you have, maybe not buy and renovate a venue, but getting into this scene, do you think that there's space for more entrepreneurs?
Absolutely,
definitely,
yeah. I think you have to cut your teeth in a certain way. You can't go in Billy Big Bollocks and go, I want to run an event because
I want to run an event because I want to run an event. I mean, you have to
get to know where you are. You have to get to know who the people like.
And not expect it to happen overnight as well. I mean, ours didn't happen overnight because we weren't wanting it to happen overnight, or it accidentally happened over time.
Organically, is the phrase,
no,
without meaning to sound cheesy.
But it is like it's very much. If somebody wanted to do an event, of course it's possible, of course. But there are many ways to do it.
There isn't a mathematical formula or a guide or a rule book of how to be a promoter and how to make a successful brand night. I mean, like we said, we just focus on each detail to the sort of nth degree, and
making sure the experience for whoever comes to an event or club,
in every aspect.
Yeah, from literally, there's I don't think we've
visually, sonically,
everything. Every single,
you know what I mean?
Single site, and there's nothing that somebody can come in and say, nah, that was shit, I'm not going again.
Or something that we hadn't thought of and addressed.
Yeah. Sound's very important to us as well. You know, you can't have a good event or a good party without a good sound system.
Luckily enough, Ryan's, I mean, again, I think it's probably all sort of ingredients to our final success is Ryan's father, dad, Gary Platts, owns a company called Concert Sound, who from our very first event to every single event we've used for our sound system hire.
Yeah. Nice.
And we've progressed as well as booking artists and getting bigger with the artists we use. We've progressed over the years with the sound systems we use as well.
Yeah, definitely.
We started with Nexo Alpha. Well, no, we didn't. We started off with the house sound system in the North Hill Bar. We did one event. I think it was maybe our second or third event. Yeah, it was Function One. Like it was Casa presents Function One. I mean, the event was we are bringing a Function One to Plymouth.
It was a thing though, Function One.
We did that, and then we moved to a couple of other venues and just sort of used whatever sound system was there.
Yeah.
We did another event. Yeah, I think we used Function One again because we had used it before. We then went to the Live Lounge. We used Nexo Alpha E.
Yeah.
We then used a Nexo Alpha E, but then we added
some subs, some like lower end subs to it. Then we did an event in the hub with Void. I don't know if you've heard Void before.
Heard of them,
it's ridiculous. And then with from 4 years ago, we were doing bigger spaces, and the Nexo we used I think the last time we used the Nexo
and it's the system we now use to this day, and we'll use here as well.
Yeah, is a X2 advanced line array. So it's basically, I mean,
it's going to shake the house.
Yeah,
it's going to shake the.
Oh, we're doing a sound check tomorrow.
Yeah.
Which is purpose of is.
Stop any outbreak from outside. One thing which is very important coming here was
we found from other being in other venues and having maybe problems on the night or post is
to not piss anyone off. Basically, we don't want any nuisance caused, any noise noise pollution, basically. We don't want any
keep everybody
outside.
happy. You know, the local, we're a nightclub, but we need to keep the local community and residents happy.
Yeah.
And part of our sort of due diligence is sound check and monitor any breakout and basically minimising it as much as we can.
Yeah.
I mean, the floor is a suspended floor. We filled all of that with rubble. We've got soundproofing, RWA 45, going in all the walls, all around.
We've blocked up the windows. There's a 25-ton wall where a small kind of
single pane glass
was there before. So tomorrow is going to be an interesting day. It's the first time we've heard loud music because of Corona since 12 months.
The last event is now March the 20th.
23rd or something like that.
The last event we did...
23rd.
Oh, I got it.
Well,
whoa.
the last event we did was New Year's Eve 2019 coming into 20.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a
crazy,
year.
isn't
Crazy,
it?
isn't it?
Yeah. Last event we did.
Wow.
Because January and February is usually, you know,
Dead months,
as
really.
promoters, you know, to-be promoters will soon find out.
Yeah.
January and February are...
Try and avoid it.
Try and avoid those,
If you can.
or do
Yeah,
something
if you
really
can.
different or low cost where you haven't got very fixed costs.
DJ competition or something.
Yeah, it's really difficult months. So yeah, we didn't do anything in January, February. Had something lined up. Funnily enough, our first event that was going to be in here, as it was as Crash Manor. Our first event working with Crash Manor was scheduled for the last weekend in March. And on the Friday, Boris
Locked us down.
shut everything down. No events, no nothing, and
Here we are now.
And here we are.
That's 16 months ago.
Yeah.
Okay. So one of the other reasons for coming down today was to talk about the relationship between the depot and dBs. What made you choose dBs as someone to partner with, and what are you excited about working together with us?
We're very excited to be able to offer the students of dBs a space where they can come in and develop their knowledge and education on
a really wide portfolio of interrelated skills.
Yeah.
So they can come in here, they can plan their first events, they can obviously deliver those events, they can perform at the events, they can manage the lighting, manage the sound,
engineering,
the sound engineering, the setup.
a lot as well as the different courses that you may be able to offer.
Yeah, it'd be a great space to teach in as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And that's what we're hoping to offer midweek, is obviously the space for the students to come in and use use this wonderful space.
It's vital that they're also part of this because they're the future, and without them there's nothing that happens next. You know?
We can't have our resurgence
Exactly.
if there isn't a...
Yeah, we're really looking forward to partnering with you. And in doing so, we're offering that next generation of musical talent and musical success.
Yeah.
Cool. And I think before we go, one final question: what are you most excited about for the resurgence of live music in Plymouth over the next few years?
I think quite clearly there was a massive. Plymouth used to be massive. Used to have a massive scene. It was one of the top 3 cities in the UK to go out in, and unfortunately there was quite a decline of that over the probably 10, 15 years ago.
In the noughties.
In the noughties,
Yeah,
it was a real big decline, and it sort of, even the exactly area we're on now, Union Street, sort of went from
thriving every day.
Yeah, to
every
diving.
night to diving. Yeah.
And we're hoping to, and we're absolutely on the bottom thrust of a bottom rung of a massive resurgence in the city.
Yeah.
And you can really feel the sort of
like tension, isn't there?
the
There's
excitement
something-
bubbling.
Yeah.
And,
Within
and
the whole-
everybody's behind it.
Yeah, the whole culture, the whole
energy's
yeah,
coming up,
it
isn't
really
it?
is, Mike, and you can see it. You talk to people, you talk to other venue owners, other customers that come in and check the place out. There's a really big buzz.
And it's really, I'm really proud and excited to be at the forefront of it.
Yeah, definitely, absolutely. It's just fucking buzzed. I cannot wait to kind of get going and
And have you guys as DBS involved as well, and
Yeah.
sort of, and with that, doing what we're doing, we can nurture and bring through some of the students and show them
Bring the talent through.
exactly that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly
that. We've already seen some great talent come out of out of
DBS.
the DBS. So welcome some more.
Nice to be
Yeah,
part of-
onwards and
part of
upwards.
some
Yeah,
more.
absolutely.
Definitely, mate. Yeah.
Excellent. So Ben, Ryan, thank you very much for inviting us down to the depot.
Pleasure, mate.
So excited. I don't know if you can see it on camera here properly, but it's such an amazing space. And when you finally get down here, you'll feel that energy too. When are we going to open? Actually, that was the very last question.
yeah.
What's the schedule for opening? Everything permitted.
Yeah, I mean, everything permitted. Obviously, Bojo has given the 21st of June, so we are heading towards the 21st of June. Is when we can open.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So we'll see you 21st of June.
21st of June. Monday,
one,
Tuesday,
guys.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Nice.
Got it.
Cool. That's a wrap.